Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through the elements. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what do you have for the collective at this time? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? You all, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your participation overall. Also for your donations. Thank you. And for the consideration of, I appreciate you. Ooh. All right, so I'm getting patience, humble, humility, but that feels like a repeat of channel energy. So, I mean, that would make sense if I'm hearing patience again, right? Yeah, totally. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective? All right, so I heard migraine again. I say again because that was also in a previous reading. I believe it was yesterday. All right, y'all. And I'm hearing called upon. So, yeah, I feel like I know where this is going here, y'all. I did post on the community board earlier. I just received confirmation that it was what it was. Let me explain. So the community tab I put today, Sunday, that someone woke something up. So this was a dream I had last week, y'all. And today is when I received the full, like, oh, okay, all right, I got it. So somebody tapped into something and woke something up. And I'll tell you now how I experienced it and how I know. I was asleep and then I heard like a roar. It was muted and it wasn't anything that alarmed me, like, oh God, you know, it didn't make me feel that way. It's more or less my eyes just popped open and I laid real still. And I'm like, oh, okay, that wasn't normal. Or that was, you know, something that felt like it was underground, like muffled even, as if it were like a cave and it was like a roar. So yeah. I mean, it sounded just like that, but it was quiet and still as a mouse in this house. And for me to have heard that, I already knew that that wasn't anything that was my imagination. So yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Somebody woke something up. Ooh, okay. Some cards flipped over in the deck. So I'm hearing someone's upside down, or either their world is upside down. That could be a major play on darkness. Y'all, I mean, maybe that's the reading, y'all. I mean, you know, if this were just like I don't know what this is, y'all. I don't want to hustle the cards either for something to come out. So, you know, we can go ahead with this. All right, so we have the Emperor in the reverse. Spirit, tell me more about this Emperor reverse. So this is someone who wanted to be on top. So I'm feeling by way of their qualifications, you know, this was them deciding for themselves that they could actually make shit happen is what I'm feeling here by way of being the Emperor. Like I'm hearing above anything or at all costs even. Like this person basically waged war against the devil. Now, I know you would say, well, wouldn't that be like God? But no, because their number one competition would have been this devil demonic energy. So they waged war against just that. So, you know, if they were messing and dabbling in magic, they had no idea what they were, you know, getting in tuned with. By way of waking up some sort of serpent, dragon energy even. Because this roar was not a typical roar, you guys. Like, if I were watching a movie based on something out of... it wasn't even prehistoric, y'all. This had to do with, like... It was giving, like, Arabic, Egyptian sort of energy, like desert land. Something buried under the earth even. Like that was supposed to be locked away forever and ever and ever. Like nobody could go into this. I'm hearing tomb. Nobody could go into this. But I'm feeling like there was some sort of access, not physically, but whatever this emperor tampered with, it's like they done it up for themselves. So done it up, I'm feeling like conjured up. Yeah. Y'all should have heard that roar. It wasn't like a long roar, like a dramatic roar. It was like, and then it went away. That's the best way I could describe that. But it had so much depth to the frequency of it. Even there's no way I'd be able to replicate that or describe it. Or there's no like sound machine that could give me that same effect. Like I felt that, but it was more like, you're good. You know, it's like spirit saying, you're good. But somebody else is not. They woke something up just now. And I went right on back to sleep, y'all. No disturbances in my rest. So I was even rest assured at that point that nope, stay where you are. Don't get in your head about anything. That's not for you. But you need to know what's going on. So that means it had something to do with me, but we're the collective. We share the same sort of journey and energies that are happening here. So possibly you might be made aware of this too, your own way, collective, that somebody was conjuring and playing possibly on your behalf or to try to defeat you or whatever this is, y'all. Whatever this is. Because, you know, we're used to dealing with people who go above and beyond, like what they should and what they know they should and should not do. But this one right here in particular just couldn't get enough. This could be anyone with whatever circumstance that they were facing, that they felt like they could just continue going and going and going, like the obsession, or feeling that, you know, they basically could not be held accountable in whatever sense this is, playing with magic even. I heard the word supersede. I'm trying to see where that fits in. Supersede. Well, I mean, superseding the energies or the organic process of is what I'm understanding. Superseding. So the emperor is all ego-based. Could be fire sign energy, but this is someone who, you know, you can't tell them that they're not the emperor. They would never be able to accept that. I'm hearing defeatal of the throne. So this is someone who definitely wanted to stay on top by any means necessary. They were willing to try anything. So, all right, that's the bottom of the deck energy, you guys. I'm actually glad that this is coming out because this is right on time. All right, we have the Ace of Swords on its side right next to this Emperor. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Swords on the side. On the side for me means it's to be determined. I'm being shown somebody who's being held captive, but it's a human with like a spike collar around their neck and this big heavy metal chain attached to like this big hairy beast. That's what I'm being shown. Spirit, tell me more about this, please. So, you know, it's about entrapment. I heard the word entrapment. I mean, this person literally has their hands tied behind their backs as well, like they're bare-chested. Maybe their arms have been removed, because I just see a torso of you know, a torso of a body with the head, and it feels like they're on their knees as well. And with that chain spike collar around their neck, or well, with the chain attached to a spike collar that's around their neck, being held by this big beastly, I mean, I see fur. If you could imagine a beast, I mean, even if you look at the cartoon figure of, you know, the Beast and Beauty and the Beast, like I'm seeing like the head looks like a hog sort of head, or a pig, or it has a snout, and then it has like those two fangs. I'm not a Disney fan, but I can tell you that that would be what a beast would look like, but that's a representation that I'm seeing here. Like however you could imagine a beast would look, that would be it. But Spirit, what is the Ace of Swords along with that imagery? What is the connection? I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing intel, and then I'm hearing in due time. So that means something's coming through. There's some sort of interjection coming through. I could look at this sword like a level playing ground here. Now let me understand that. This is giving platform energy as well. Level playing ground. So this is about speaking truth. This is about speaking truth and admonishment. I heard abandonment and admonishment. So your way, possibly collective, you separating yourself from by speaking this truth. But that truth has brought forth this leveled energy here. It's like the more truth that you speak, the more capture energy around this Emperor reverse comes. So, you know, it'll be hard to kind of capture an emperor, don't you think? But I mean, by the status even. You would think that they were hands off, like someone would be very limited to even getting to them. Well, that was the problem. How they thought is how things manifest for them. How they were able to kind of escape and elude for so long and becoming this emperor as stature. And I'm hearing with the manipulation techniques. But this sword has brought forth a leveled energy here to where now whatever's being spoken on your behalf, collective, is, I'm hearing temperament. So the temperament energy is what's kind of balancing temperamental, how it's coming to terms to where it's like a level playing field now. Anything else, Spirit, about this Ace of Swords? I'm just hearing like, because yeah. So I'm feeling like there are a lot of readers that are saying, because yeah. So I want to say that a lot of readers, whether you have a platform or not, because I felt the energy of a platform with that level playing field, but that platform is everything for you because it is leveling the playing field for those energies by way of this Emperor reverse who played around. They effed around and found out pretty much. And it's happening now. But it's like because they could not defeat you. You were the one that they could never defeat, but they went so hard against. But there was never a defeatal. There was always like a maintain, like you stay over here and just maintain. So maybe that's where the patience and the channel energy was coming from. But that woke something up, that roar that I heard, it's there. It's there. And there's a devouring energy coming along with that. It's a beast. They woke something up as if it was in the middle of the earth, and now it's coming up to the surface. I'm hearing like a special event or a special occasion. Y'all, I don't know how this is going to play out. It could play out in different ways. It could play out on a political fort. It could play out in, you know, next door neighbor energy. I don't know how this is going to play out, but it's here because courtesy of this person, I'm hearing elitist waking this up. And I heard it's coming to snatch souls. I mean, that would be a beast quality, right? Like who else would be able to do that? Nobody but this beast over here. They could definitely do that. From whatever BC. Because we're talking about something that is of the earth. Like it resides in the earth. Like not even surface level. It's in the earth where this thing resides. Because the muffled sound that I even heard just sounded so underground, like cave energy. It had an echo to it. But a soft one. Like it was near me. It wasn't near me. So I knew I wasn't in danger. But it's definitely up now. All right, y'all. Let me keep going. Woo! So we have the Six of Swords and we have the Moon card here. So again, two cards on their sides here. Let me see, what is this? 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 9, 6, and 9. 4, 6, 9. 4, 1, 6, 9. I don't even know y'all, but let's see what's happening. Spirit, what is the 6 of Swords and this Moon card energy? So I'm hearing perception. Perception. What is the perception, Spirit? Tell me more about that. Oh, I'm hearing gangster. Let me find out the goons are here. Okay? I'm talking about everybody's goons. If you have goons in your ancestral channel somewhere way down the line, that's part of this group. The goons are out. Like, these are the family members who never act right. And they could get it popping because they're about it. And they don't care. They like, take me to jail. Or they're the ones saying, I hope you got your bail money. I mean, these are the ones who don't give a F. So what I'm understanding too, that you have ancestors who are all about ego. You know, we as spiritualists, we're like, okay, we don't really want to deal with ego. This is all about that spiritual channel and connection. Put our ego to the side, because that's really what got us in trouble to begin with. That's why we're here now, because we want to rely on spirit and that connection. These people like, F all that. Like, I need payback. That's what this is, y'all. These people like, I'm back here. Don't waste my time. Like, I came back for a certain thing, and that's what I want. They want the heads of these offenders. I'm hearing avengers and then offenders. So these are your spiritual goon avengers. That's what's happening here. They are coming back for restitution. Again, how this plays out, I'm not even sure, but I'm saying, well, let me step my ass to the side and y'all handle business, please, and thank you. Because this isn't for us, collective. This ain't for us. This was never our fight or battle. But this person, whoever this Emperor reverse is, they woke up the right one. And it's ushering in all these people who want retribution and payback. However you want to look at that and classify that and define that, that's on you. We could be talking about ancestors who, you know, were killed off. We could talk about ancestors who were part of the slave trade. We could talk way back before then, history that has been totally wiped from our eyes. We don't even know about that happened to our ancestors. Black, white, red, green, yellow. We possibly, if you're like me, collective, you've possibly experienced a lot of different races. I was going to say beings, even celestial. Like, even though you come from one thing, you still had to experience so many different walks of life so you could come to this understanding of where you are now and why you're here. Anyway, y'all, that they woke something up. It's here. But these people got on like they got bandanas on, they have masks on, like they got ski masks on. These are goons, y'all. They don't want to be known with this moon card energy. They want to be kept hidden. But they need you to know that they're here for their own retribution. I couldn't even get it out. They're here for their own retribution. This is ego-based. And the good part is that they're attached to you somehow. So it's like they're showing up on your behalf, but it's really about them coming to get what's owed to them. But you get to benefit from it. Look at the Six of Swords. What's that all about? That's about being moved away, like under a cloaked energy. Like your spirit team comes in and say, we got you. Let's go ahead and get you on out the way. But on the side, I could take on two different meanings. But I feel like your goons, they're on the way. They've been woken up by way of this beast energy. I just heard rampage. Like, I'm seeing people all in the streets, like arms flailing, screaming, running. I don't know what that is, y'all. That could be a New York City street for all I know. Anyway, y'all, I don't even want to pull more cards, but yeah, I'm not even because yeah. All right, I hope this helps.